The teleporter frame, one of the two types of blocks for building a portal, will require 9 crafted pieces. These will be sufficient for creating an entire portal, requiring a total of 8 refined obsidian ingots and 1 refined glowstone ingot. Links to guides for their production can be found in the description of this video. Altogether, we will need several diamonds, osmium or obsidian blocks, but we will also need to visit the Nether for glowstone dust, which is mined from glowstone. As for the devices for processing this material, a metallurgic infuser, enrichment chamber, and osmium compressor will be needed. You shouldn't have too much trouble crafting these blocks. The second block, called the teleporter, requires materials for creating the basic devices of this mode. However, afterward, we will need to craft a teleportation core, which also does not require special devices, but again, it will cost us several diamonds. The teleporter portal is a multi-block device, for which we will need exactly 10 blocks. 9 of them are teleporter frames, and then 1 main block, which we will use to manage the portal, called the teleporter block, which we place down in the center. Let's also set up a second portal to begin testing. Now, let's power up these teleporter portals. In this example, we'll use a wind generator for the first portal and a basic energy cube for the second. Each teleportation through the portal consumes approximately 0.42 kilo forge energy. In this step, all that's left is to set the same frequency on both portals. Click on the teleporter block, and enter a name in the set field, ideally based on the location of the target portal. However, in this example we enter test and click the set button. In the second portal, we'll see the same list, where we select the created frequency test and also click the set button. Now, the indicator on the top left should change to a checkmark, indicating that everything is ready, and we can begin testing. And that's it, we've successfully teleported. Imagine a situation where instead of this sign, you have your powerful main base here, where you'd want to have a teleporter portal and from there access various areas, where you'll set up other portals as waypoints. Like to this mushroom house. Or to this fountain. Right now, this list will come in handy, where we'll create frequencies for each teleport at these locations according to their names, so for this fountain, for example, the name will be fountain. Similarly, for the mushroom house, the name will be the same. Now, when we return to the teleporter portal in our main base, we can easily teleport to one of these areas. We'll do that by clicking on one of them in the list, like the fountain, then click Set and pass through the portal. As you can see, we're exactly where we wanted to be. This applies to all other portals as well, just always make sure that the target portals are set to the frequency you'll be switching to. The private and public buttons in the GUI of the teleporter portal are used to set frequencies based on who can pass through the portal. If you leave it on public, then all players on the server will be able to use portals set to that frequency. In contrast, private means that only you will be able to use the portal. While adding a frequency, you may notice a button for setting the color. This is purely an aesthetic matter that sets the internal color of portals based on the given frequency. However, it can also help you orient yourself, especially if you have multiple portals nearby. Imagine a scenario where we have a teleporter portal in some other dimension, such as the Nether. We have a frequency set for it, and now we return to the overworld, where we have a portal through which we want to get there. In its settings, we also have the corresponding frequency as on the other side, but when we try to go through, nothing happens, the portal isn't functional. This is because the second portal does not have the anchor upgrade installed, which loads the required chunk in another dimension. However, to make the portal two-way, we need to install it in both. Now the portals work, and that's how we covered how the first and only upgrade that we can install into the teleporter portal works. In the teleporter GUI, you will also encounter 2 global machine settings buttons, for which we'll provide a detailed description in another video. We'll include a link to it in the description of this video in the future. In brief, however, using the top button, we'll be able to control if other players can control this machine. The bottom button, through a redstone signal, can set whether the portal will be active or not, or even reverse its behavior. You may be wondering if other mobs can pass through the portals. Yes, indeed they can. Thanks for watching. Give us a like and subscribe so that more such tutorials and guides can be created.